Prostep ivip is a unique network driving the next era of digital engineering. Where industry, tech and research unite, Prostep ivip accelerates disruptive ideas and co-creates new standards. Through collaboration, Prostep ivip sparks innovation, scales impact, and paves the way for the industry of tomorrow. Prostep ivip focuses on the innovation in the creation and manufacturing of complex products such as cars or aeroplanes. In terms of software-defined products, for example, the products will be continuously developed in a multilateral network, even during its in-use phase, due to their ability to be updated and upgraded. Taking this into account, data spaces are the next evolution in our era of digital engineering. Data transfers are indispensable in a globalized digital world. They enable the exchange of information across systems, locations, and organizations. They are essential for businesses to operate efficiently, share insights, and collaborate regardless of geographical boundaries. Data-driven technologies have transformative effects on all sectors of the economy. A data space is a digital ecosystem that enables secure and controlled data sharing among multiple participants. Unlike traditional asynchronous data exchange platforms, data spaces emphasize collaboration and interoperability, while enforcing data ownership, data usage, and access rights policies. Participants retain full control over their data, deciding who can access it and under what conditions, ensuring full traceability at any time within the data ecosystem. Data spaces are the foundation of a trust-based digital economy, empowering industries, governments, and communities alike. This means every stakeholder can benefit equally from the use of the data.
We all have been working for 2 or 3 decades on the creation of digital platforms, and the advantages of data spaces is that an organization needs to connect to this data space only once. We don't need a tier of interfaces from an automotive supplier, for example, to the first tier supplier, from there to the second tier, and so on. All organizations are sharing data on one common data space, and this makes data management much more efficient.
There are several important enablers in the data space landscape. 2 relevant organizations are Gaia-X and the International Data Space Association, called IDSA. Gaia-X is a European non-profit association aimed at creating a secure, transparent, and interoperable data infrastructure to foster digital sovereignty and innovation across industries and nations. Its members define the Gaia-X architecture and rules. The International Data Spaces Association, IDSA, is a global initiative promoting secure and trusted data sharing through standardized frameworks and architectures, enabling data sovereignty and innovation. With the IDS architecture, the International Data Spaces Association is setting a standard for data sharing on a trustworthy and self-determined basis, a standard for data sovereignty.
Data sovereignty explains the ability of a provider of a set of data to keep under control of this data. And with this, it is possible to determine and to technically enforce what someone who gets access to the data is allowed and technically able to do with the data. Data sovereignty can be achieved by commonly agreed policies and rules, which are implemented in this case by a tool called a Gaia-X Digital Clearinghouse, which is not only providing the interoperability between different data spaces, but which is also implementing these policies and rules.
The combined architecture of Gaia-X and IDS supports and enables data spaces and builds advanced smart services in industry verticals such as Mobility Data Space, Catena-X, Manufacturing-X, Agro-API, or Pro-Gigant, Green Deal Data Space, Factory-X, Aerospace-X, and many more. As shown, there are several data spaces available dealing with numerous sectors. However, none of these fully cover the challenges of collaborative engineering.
Prostep ivip is combining the power of more than 180 members from all over the world. Members having requirements to exchange data and to work with data. And here the members and the association are well positioned to further develop data spaces also in the manufacturing industry.
An asynchronous data exchange works by enabling participants to share and access data independently at different times, without allowing real-time interaction or simultaneous availability. Additional effort is required to store information from asynchronous exchange and make it traceable to ensure no loss of content or references. The required frequency and fidelity of today's product development data cannot be met. Compared to asynchronous data exchanges, prostep ivip focuses on synchronous linked collaboration, which enables real-time communication and decision-making. It reduces delays and ensures that all participants have immediate access to the latest information. It fosters a higher level of coordination and teamwork, especially in fast-paced environments where timing might be critical. It minimizes the risk of miscommunication or outdated data being used, enhancing overall efficiency and accuracy.
Data spaces have the potential to further improve the product creation process, and this should be reflected by the technical steering committee within prostep ivip, and prostep ivip should bring in its competence into the creation of interoperable data spaces on a global scale. Prostep ivip has brought together the engineering competences for the last 30 years in the domain of product lifecycle management and so on, and has clearly the potential to drive the adoption of data spaces also in the engineering domain. Prostep ivip would be one of the best partners when it comes to developing data spaces and enhancing them by the product creation processes.
Do you have engineering use cases which need to be taken care of in data spaces? Then join our project groups to make sure your needs are met and data spaces become a reality in your daily business. Prostep ivip, driven by tech, united for impact.